Good afternoon.
The topic of my presentation is presentation on evolutionary and developmental perspective of psychology. So, evolutionary perspective of psychology. Evolutionary psychology is the theoretical approach to the psychology that explains about the useful mental and psychological traits such as memory, behavior, perception, and languages that are adaptation. Language and adaptation. Evolutionary perspective basically focus on how the evolution has shaped the mind and behavior of an individual. So it is though it is applicable to any organism with the nervous system. Basically, the research are done for the humans. So basically, evolutionary psychology is all about the asking and answering the questions about how our mind works and how our mind works, in which basic principles of evolutionary biology is used to inform the research on human psychology. So, perspective explains human behavior and thought process as resulting from evolutionary processes. Evolutionary perspective is developed by Charles Darwin in 1859. It focuses on the role of physical structure and behaviors play in the adaptation process of an organism to the environment. This approach brings the functional way of thinking about biological mechanisms such as immune system to the field of psychology and to approach psychological mechanisms in a similar way. So let's discuss about the evolution. What is evolution? Evolution is the process through which all the living organisms are said to have developed, are believed to have developed from their earlier forms during the history of the earth. So we all know that, having said that, we all know that the characteristics of our ancestors and our characteristics do not resemble with each other completely. Well, this can be explained by the natural selection. And the question here comes: what is natural selection? Natural selection means the situation. The natural selection is the process through in which the organisms that are more adaptive to the environment survive and survive more efficiently and pass their traits to their offspring, make the offspring. As time passes by, the most favorable traits are passed from one generation to another generation, and which also explains the change in the heritable characters within the time. For instance, giraffe used to have short neck, but the lower vegetation were eaten by the animals other animals. So it was favorable for giraffe to eat the food that are up in the trees. So likewise, those giraffe who had long neck were able to survive and pass their traits to their offspring. And as we all know, evolutionary perspective of psychology is used to explain the mental and psychological traits such as memory, perception, behavior, and languages as a natural selection. Let us discuss about the evolutionary explanation on why the pregnant women are particularly sensitive to discuss during their first time trimester of pregnancy, and why people have stronger disgust reactions when looking at the things that are infectious or harmful. So first, let's look at the study conducted by Fissler et al. At 2005. The aim was to see if the sensitivity to disgust was elevated in order to compensate for the suppressed immune system. In the woman's first trimester of pregnancy, hormones lower the immune system so that it doesn't fight with the new genetic material under the woman's womb. So in second and third trimester of the immune system are less suppressed. The researchers conducted a survey among the 496 in order to test their sensitivity of disgust in their first trimester of pregnancy and second and third trimester of pregnancy. And the analysis of the study showed that the sensitivity of disgust in women in their first trimester of their pregnancy is comparatively more higher than their second and third trimester of their pregnancy. So we can say that their first trimester of pregnancy it is to avoid the potentially harmful substances entering into their body as immune system, which also prove that immune system is suppressed during that time period. But it is a little bit controversial. It may not be the result of totally it may not be the result of evolution, but there might be some factors of environment that might have influenced the outcome. So next, let's look at the study conducted by Curtis et al. At 2004. The aim was to see if the disgust is an adaptation that serves to prevent diseases. Procedure. Over 77,000 people from 165 countries participated in an online survey. 40,000 respondents chosen to rate at level of disgust for 20 images on a scale from 1 to 5. Among 207 pairs, one of which was infectious or harmful, one of which was similar but not infectious or harmful. So, for example, one bottle contained the normal bottle liquid and another bottle contained the blue viscous liquid, and the analysis of the study showed that the disgust reaction was more prominent and more stronger to the liquid or to the particular picture that was that were more that more threaten their immune system. From this, we can conclude that disgust is evolutionary. Natural selection says that our ancestors are more disgusted at the thing that threaten their immune system, which could lead to the various diseases and illness, which is why they are able to survive more and pass their traits to their offspring. And as for the age factor, old people are less prominent or less likely to have offspring or reproduction. And as for the gender, the women are as for the gender, the disgust levels are found general in the women because they are the ones who carry their offspring, and they are the ones who are worried and need to make sure that their offspring survives. In conclusion, this is the study report. This study supports the hypothesis that disgust aids in reproduction, and this is evolutionary. The next topic that we have is developmental psychology. What is developmental psychology? Developmental psychology is the branch of psychology that studies the growth and maturation of the person over time. This includes things such as physical, cognitive, and social changes, and how each of these affects the different stages of our life. The developmental psychology or developmental perspective of psychology arises in three important questions that are. The first question goes like this: is nature or nurture more intrusive or more important in development process? That means is our development shaped more by the nature that हाम्रो इन्भाइरोमेन्टमा भएको फ्याक्टरहरूले धेरै एफेक्ट गर्छ कि हाम्रो जेनेटिक बडी एफेक्ट गर्छ भन्ने क्वेसन यसले गर्छ. अर्को नेक्स्ट क्वेसन इज डु वी डेभलप इन भेरियस स्टेजेस अर कन्टिन्युअसली, एन्ड द लास्ट क्वेसन इज how do we change throughout our lifespan, and what are the elements that remain constant till the end? कुन चाहिँ कुराहरू चाहिँ हाम्रो एक्सटेन्ड हुँदै जान्छ र कुन चाहिँ चाहिँ एन्डसम्म हुन्छ भन्ने क्वेसन यसले रेज गर्छ. Having said that, the evolution and development is completely different as a concept. Evolution is the progressive change that occurs during the development, whereas development is the progressive change that occurs while learning or adapting something. Thank you.